Hardrock MMA 89. Took a loss against Jesse Romans. Wasn't happy with that stoppage, Scott. He thought it was stopped a little bit early.
Yeah, it could have went a little bit longer.
He's coming out of Lexington, Kentucky, representing Vicious Athletics. Travis Branum, his opponent here, representing RT Fight Team out of Florence, Kentucky.
Gary Copeland was the referee for that, and I will never go against what Gary Copeland suggests during a fight. He has refereed many of my fights, so
and Kelly,
he's always there to keep you safe.
And Kelly, we see more with the experience advantage here. You know, he's been fighting since 2010, but made his return just back in May. He took about 5 or 6 years off, and it's got to be tough coming back after a really long extended layoff like that.
Absolutely.
It does. In Branum, we saw a fight in our last card, Hardrock MMA 90.
Exactly.
We were both impressed with him. We said we could have seen him moving down from heavyweight maybe to 205.
Yeah, taking another fight just 2 weeks after his debut, and as we see, and I did want to mention Julius Moore, a Marine Corps veteran, as well as we just mentioned the military veterans and first responders getting the shout out there from Jason Weinel. And Julius Moore is a veteran of the Marine Corps. Pretty athletic guy, played football, track in high school.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the B2 digital blue corner,
Travis Branum making his way to the cage here. Picked up a knockout win over Joseph Parker in the first round just 2 weeks ago. And as you mentioned, 210 pounds is what he weighed in here tonight. He actually gained some weight from his last fight. I believe he was 206 for his last fight. So definitely maybe got a couple of extra Big Macs and Whoppers in between the last two fights. A little bit of celebration food there for him. But a guy who just absolutely comes forward, and you can see built like a tank.
Yeah.
Representing RT Fight Team. Also believe he trains a little bit with the Patriot MMA guys. So seeing those guys, Justin Burgon, Daryl Ray. A lot of tough guys coming out of that camp, and you know they definitely always show up to fight. There's one thing you can say about the Patriot and guys. And Branum now, you know, kind of an honorary member of that team, I guess. Branum making his way into the cage here.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this fight is in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 259 pounds, representing Vicious Athletics from Harrisburg, Kentucky, Julius Juggernaut Moore. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the B2 digital blue corner, weighing in at 207 pounds, representing RT Fight Team out of Muscle HQ from Covington, Kentucky, Travis Branum.
Heavyweight action here. Julius Moore in the blue trunks, Travis Branum in the black trunks, and we had Moore listed at 230. He actually weighed in at 259, and Branum 207. So
yeah, and Branum has not taken his eyes off of him since he got in there.
I believe his last opponent, Joseph Parker, was just around the heavyweight limit as well. So definitely not afraid to fight guys who are bigger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somewhat questionable, especially considering he's so close to moving down to 205. We'll see how this goes for Branum.
Yeah. They come out swinging hard.
Branum gets clipped with that left hook
on
the clinch. See Moore trying to muscle him around here. Has those double underhooks with his hands clasped.
Some short knees. No pun intended on that.
Grinding up against the cage here. This is probably the toughest part of MMA is clinch work against the cage.
Yeah, it is. Everybody always thinks, you know, like, oh, yeah, it's just no big deal. He's just pushing you into the fence. But that chain is totally unforgiving.
Moore now has his hands clasped trying to finish the takedown. Branum briefly grabbed the cage there.
Yep, definitely grabbed it in.
I'm surprised that John House not giving him a warning. Did give him a warning.
For holding the cage.
Yeah, he stopped at least one of those takedowns, and a lot of times if you do that, they'll take a point from you. Nevertheless, Moore on the ground and the top here in a front headlock position.
Big knees, come up trading, and they reset.
Julius Moore now with his hands down.
Yeah, he's reaching. Oh!
Branum got clipped there.
Caught him with a left on the way in.
He looked like he just kind of bounced back up off the.
Yeah.
Nice resiliency for Branum.
Branum needs to stop trying to block those with his chin. Lands a big right hand himself.
They're just
follows up with a
haymakers
left
going
hand.
right now. Some uppercuts. Caught him with a left hook.
Now Moore trying to get the fight to the ground. I see some blood on the back of Julius Moore as Branum now throwing some big shots to the body here.
Yep.
It's actually from the lip, it looks like, of Travis Branum. Moore has a hold of that left leg of Travis Branum. Going to be tough to try to finish this takedown from this position.
From here, because you are allowed to work elbows. I was getting ready to say, you're allowed to work elbows to the body as an amateur, and I was wondering if he was going to throw them, and he did.
And he's got to watch and make sure those don't hit the spine, though, right, Scott?
Yeah. He was keeping it towards the lat and kidney area, but
see him trying to throw some big punches here. Now has a hold of the neck. Can't see if his hands are clasped from our position.
yeah.
Gonna be tough to finish this though here with without pulling guard.
Yeah, which probably would not be the best idea for him at this point.
Branum
If he can
now
push away and just finish the round, he'd be good.
back to his feet. Just
Nope.
a couple seconds left
this
to go here in
lands
round
in
number
mount.
one.
Oh,
And the referee stops it with just seconds left to go in the first round.
Branum with the buzzer beater.
Yep.
He kind of turned it on and did the ground and pound drill there at the end and able to get the stoppage. Travis Branum now moving up to 2-0. Nice performance there. As the doctor takes a look at Julius Moore. Seems to be responding to them. Good job by John House. A lot of refs would have let that go. I think that he had taken enough punishment at that point.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to be defending himself.
The other thing is, too, is, at the end of the round, Moore's holding for that single leg, and Branum hips into him, pushes him back, and then comes down in full mount. So it's not even so much that you have a lot of things going on in that instance. You have a 200 and some odd person sitting on your chest for one. You're exhausted after 3 minutes, and you're eating punches. So there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just a matter of, oh well, it's a short stoppage. It's good.